the king of Fomo.
What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto updates. Today we're going to be talking again about NoahLabs. I want to talk about the potential of where this thing can go a little bit deeper into how the NFTs work, and also talk about the price of X, how the price of X could really just change how you strategize with how this whole platform goes. So as you can see right here, I've put in about 492 bucks. I'm going to buy another NFT today, hopefully within this video, if everything goes well. And but let's go ahead and talk about, first of all, what is being offered with NoahLabs. So this is the website right here, and we want to focus on two things. One thing I wanted to show you guys that I didn't talk about in my last video was that the total issuance of tokens is 30 million. So once all these X tokens get minted, there will only be 30 million tokens available. So some people were asking that question, how many tokens are there going to be? And the other thing that you guys have to know is they plan on issuing 300,000 NFTs. So that's the number that's a little bit more important. Obviously, we're not going to hit that 30 million goal for a long time. As with most cryptocurrencies, they don't hit their capped supply for a while. But these NFTs could hit their capped supply. Excuse me. And once once all of these NFTs are sold out, you're not going to be able to buy anymore or stake anymore. Now, personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I think there's plenty of NFTs to last before the token launches. But if we do have a major surge of people buying NFTs, then you do have to sort of make your decision a little bit sooner if you start to see, wow, these things are getting bought up quickly. So we can take a look at next. I want to show you guys how much has been sold so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at X. So here on X, NoahLabs has posted, this was on June 15th, that they have reached 40,000 NFTs, right? 40,000 NFTs out of 300,000. So this number is rising a pretty significant amount every day. I think right now, as of this moment, it's at 43,000 NFTs, and that could, like I said, exponentially rise as people are sort of compounding more and getting more in here. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is price. So this is what I think most people are concerned about. How can I earn from this platform altogether? And so let me just show you guys what I'm earning, and then we can do some calculations with that. So first of all, if we go over to my wallet, just so you can see what I have here, I currently have 2.88 X tokens in my wallet at the moment. Now, if I want to, I can exchange that 2.88 tokens for $1.17 each and take my USDT out right now. But what most people are doing is they're holding on to that X token, including myself, because of what I'm about to talk about next. Now, the other thing I want to show you guys is how much am I making on a daily amount. So if I go to stake, I have no NFTs to stake right now because I didn't buy any yet, but I will buy some in a little bit. So once this loads here, you can see that I'm earning 0.12 X tokens a day. Everyone who buys an NFT, and you stake it, that is how much you earn on a daily basis. And it even gives you a little countdown of how many days have passed by. So 4 out of 500 days. And let me just count up how many NFTs I have. Actually, I can't do that from here. I think, yeah, here it is. I have 7 NFTs right now, and I'm going to increase that to about 8 or 9 by the end of this video. And next, let's talk about the price of the X coin, and then we'll do some calculations about how much actually is that. So the price of X coin right now is $1.17.3. So let's go ahead and open up the calculator and see how much am I earning per day. So if it's 0.12 X tokens that I'm getting, and those X tokens I'm getting about, by the end of this video, I'm going to be getting 8 of those every single day. That's going to be, I'm going to round up and say 1 X token a day. 1 X token a day for 500 days from all of my NFTs that I have purchased. Now, at the current price, you can say that I'm making 1 X token is worth $1.173. So I'm making $1.17 a day with all of the NFTs that I purchased, which is about close to a little over $500 worth of NFTs. Now, you might say, well, that's not that much at all. That's pennies. That's not impressive that much. But what a lot of people are expecting is once this coin launches, right, in about 2 months, maybe 3 months, then that's when the price of the X coin could potentially explode. A lot of people are throwing numbers out there like 10x, 20x. I'm going to be conservative and say maybe 5x, right? As of right now, it's sort of algorithmically increasing. So I think that 5x is definitely in the realm of possibility. And that's where I'm saying to you guys, like, this is the early moments right here. This is the pre-game show before X actually launches. Because once the token launches, it's not like, oh, the token launches, it's time for the coin to go 10x and for everybody to dump their tokens. We all know that that's not how things work in crypto. If that was the case, then the token would just automatically go down to 5 cents, and nobody would be able to make anything out of this. But the key here is once X token launches and is tradable on PancakeSwap instead of just this app, people are going to be able to stake X token. And when they stake X token, which is different than staking the NFTs, they're going to be able to earn 1 to 1.5% daily from staking that token. So there you can start to see the gamification and the game theory of what are people going to do once this token launches. People have been staking their NFTs for a while. They got a lot of X coins in their wallets. They haven't sold them yet. Are they going to dump them on the market immediately for, whatever the price is as soon as they're launched? Or are they going to stake their X coins and earn 1 to 1.5% daily, thus locking up those coins and driving the price up higher? It's going to reduce the supply of X coins that are available, so people that want to stake more and earn more for that 1% daily are going to pay more for their X coin, and that's going to cause the price of X coin to go up even more. And then people staking are going to start to see their rewards. They're going to be happy with those rewards, happy with the amount that they're making with the 1% daily. They're making 1% daily in X coin, not in dollars. So as they see that, oh wow, the X coin's going up a lot, they're going to want to buy more X coins, and then the price is going to go up even more. So that's sort of the game theory that I'm thinking about, why looking at a 5x is a potential possibility. You really just have to think about what's going to happen when people are able to get 1% daily. They have some X coins in their pockets already. They're probably going to stake them. They're probably going to buy more, and it's going to cause the price to go up. It's going to cause the supply to go down, the price to go up, and the coins to get locked up. So that's the short, easy, simple way to understand why people are saying 10x, 5x for X coin once it does launch in about 2 months. And now we can get into some numbers. Like I said, we're going to go on the conservative side and say 5x. And we'll just go even more conservative than that and say $5, right? If X coin hits $5 in a reasonable amount of time after it launches, then if we go back over to my calculator, we're not making $1.17 a day. Instead, we're making $5.85 per day. So that is significantly more than $1 a day. And then when you're thinking about that and saying, well, you can get closer to your ROI a lot faster. You can get closer to making a lot from here a lot faster from $5 a day, right? $5 a day. And on top of that, you're not just making $5 a day, but you're also making, let's go ahead and do the calculations on this. Let's just say it's so $5. I don't remember how much it was. Let's just go back to $5. $5 a day. And if it's, let's say, 3 months out from now, by then I will already have, what was that, about 90 days worth of X tokens, or 90 days worth of X earnings. So I'm going to have 450 X tokens in my pocket already by the time that this coin launches, right? $450 worth of X tokens in my pocket by the time this coin launches. And right there, you can see that in 3 months, that $500 that I put in is essentially paid off. But it's nothing crazy, right? When you get into the crazy numbers, like, oh, I made $60,000 out of a $500 investment, that's when things just don't end up working out. So you can see how the math works out as to where I don't think that this thing's going to collapse and go belly up really quickly. We saw some other programs like this go for a while. And at the end of the day, that is something that you should keep in mind. This is not something that I think is going to last forever. There's a lot of other things that we'll talk about in some other videos that's supposed to help the longevity of this platform and help generate interest. But nonetheless, let's get back into it. $500 in that 300 in that 3-month time period. And on top of that, if I could just say, all right, I'm good with the $5, and I just take out my ROI if I'm not feeling confident in this, or I can take that $450 and stake it and make 1%, 1.5% a day. And then you can see that I'm again going back to earning what I was before, about $5 a day, with my initial on top of there. And then the sky's the limit. We can even multiply this by if people are looking at the 10x, we're looking at a 10x from where we are right now, $10. You can double this to $800 or $900. So you can sort of do your own math from there. But that's what people are looking at, and that's why I think Xcoin has a lot of potential. NoahLabs has a lot of potential to do well. Now, of course, this is all speculation. I have no idea what's actually going to happen, and there's a lot of other stuff that we can kind of unpack. And like you can see, they have their NFT land, stuff that you can do with your NFTs. In addition to just instead of just staking them, you can do more stuff with them once they launch their metaverse and earn some more that way. But again, I'll focus more on that once that becomes a little bit more clear. For now, hopefully that gives you guys a little bit of a better understanding of why I jumped into Xcoin, why I'm going to be buying more of this. Now, I won't do another buy on this video because this video is already 10 minutes long, but by the next time you see me talk about this, you'll see that I'll have 8 or 9, maybe even 10 NFTs. And I think in the next video, we'll talk about account stacking. I don't really like to talk about account stacking because it makes things a little more complicated. You can do account stacking and earn more quicker from getting into this smart contract, but it does get complicated, and like you do need to know what you're doing to do that. So we'll save that for the next video. All right, that's everything for today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in NoahLabs, check out the link down below to join up. There's a few instructions. You do need a code, like a 4-digit code to type in once you do join, so it should be in the description. You can probably figure that out on your own. If it's confusing, let me know, and I'll do a video about it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.